Hi, my name is Jessie. I'm a doctor of physical therapy at Resonant Frequency Medicine, certified FSM practitioner, and this is part 2, answering the question, what is frequency specific microcurrent? How do I describe it to my clients and patients? Part 1 was really talking a lot about the research, the way we validate what it does and how it works, and the premise that we operate on with dual channel frequencies. And this one is more of a different way of talking about what it is and what you might expect in a treatment session with an FSM practitioner. So FSM practitioners have to have a medical license to use or deliver transcutaneous electrical neuromuscular stimulation therapy, which is a fancy way of saying running electrical currents through the body, which is usually delivered with electrode sticky pads. But the difference between that and FSM is that we require additional training in order to be able to purchase and utilize the microcurrent devices that are programmable for these dual channel frequencies. And then a way to think about the actual treatment itself, it's basically as though your body is an orchestra and each organ, tissue, structure is a different instrument in that orchestra. And so we might be utilizing a specific frequency protocol to tune the instrument that is the lungs, or to tune the liver, or to tune the spinal cord, or the peripheral nerves, or the connective tissues, the collagen in the case of hypermobility. So in that way, an FSM practitioner is kind of like the director of the orchestra, telling the flutes to turn up a little bit and the trumpets to turn down a little bit, and to have a little bit more vibrato in this instrument versus that. A lot of people, when they learn that I utilize 20 different protocols at the same time, stacked in a treatment session, they're like, oh my gosh, that sounds overwhelming to my body. I don't think I could handle that many inputs. And the truth is, it's kind of just like having an orchestra full of 20 different instruments versus just 2 instruments. Attuning each of these organs and tissues and structures to their optimal resonance all at the same time, we're supporting the nervous system, we're supporting the elimination pathways, we're supporting the discs and the spinal cord and the peripheral nerves. When we do all of these things at the same time, it's a more beautiful, harmonic, orchestral experience for the body to go, oh, this is what it feels like to be at this optimal state, not just with the nerves being happy or the liver being happy, but with all of the systems of the body in their ideal resonance. And so you can think of your FSM practitioner as a chef. And as a chef, I might add a little pinch of this and a little bit of that to your customized frequency protocol while you're laying on the treatment table. Or if you're getting treatment remotely, I would be tinkering with things and then sending you protocols. And it's kind of true that there are some really brilliant chefs in the world, and there are some people that all they know how to do is the TV dinners, right? And so some practitioners are giving you the TV dinners, the pre-packaged protocols that are useful and helpful, but might just not have that extra little nuance of something that your digestive system, for example, would really do well with. And I tend to be on the other end of the spectrum, where I'm like a gourmet chef and I like to tinker, and no 2 meals are the same, but they're always really nourishing, and I also am catering to the palate of my clients. So that just means I'm really paying attention to your body's tissue response to protocols or to what you report to me in regards to how a home program is going, and then we're tinkering and adjusting things as your plan of care goes on. So I hope this gives you sort of a different way to chew on the information regarding what frequency specific microcurrent is. And if you haven't watched that first video, it's a pretty good explanation of the basics of what it is we're doing in this really amazing modality.